So yesterday I sat down for 30 minutes listening to a man who was close to tears tell me his story about how basically he had supported this girl he's always loved for years. Now, the guy had supported her in every humanly way possible. He helped her pay her tuition through school when her parents couldn't, even though he was a student himself. And eventually he had to drop out of school because the money he had could not support them both. You heard me right. He literally sacrificed his schooling for this girl. Now, because he was also ahead of her in school, he could at the time teach her a couple of subjects. He admitted to me that she wasn't into him from the very beginning, but he was hopeful that she would come around. It took a while. Over time, though, he started a couple of side hustles, started to make money, and only then did she agree to date him. First red flag, if you ask me. Now, shortly after she finished school, she left him for another guy. For over a year, he begged, pleaded that she return to him, which she did when he finally relocated to a foreign country. Ever since then, he had been trying to get her to join him in this foreign country to no avail, and he keeps trying as we speak. Now, during this time, though, she would make comments about how she was not truly sure about how she felt about him and how he loves her more than she does and stuff like that. At this point, they'd been dating for close to 6 years on and off. She would break up with him each time they had an argument, though, or would raise his voice, when he didn't understand something, only to come back later when things got better. Now, the story's long and I don't want to bore you, but what brought him eventually to speak to me was the fact that he had asked her if when he was successful in bringing her over, would she marry him? To which she answered, well, if he wants to help her, he shouldn't be helping her just because he wants to marry her. He should help her because he likes her enough. Now, you might be listening to this story and thinking, what the hell is going on? Or maybe you're just listening to it because you love to watch this channel. Better yet, maybe you see yourself in this guy. Whatever the case may be, I'll be more than happy to share what I told him with you. Before I do that, though, it's imperative that I drum this message home for all the guys who keep making this mistake or these mistakes when it comes to love. You might be one of them. Hear this. Number one, when a woman genuinely loves you, she'll not run off or i.e. break up with you at the first sign of trouble. She'll reason with you, she'll engage you to ensure that the right conversations are being had to try and solve the situation and avoid future misunderstandings or mistakes. If she doesn't do this, it's a red flag. Women who love you won't bail at the first sign of trouble. They'll stick around and try and solve the issues. True love involves patience. It involves understanding and a willingness to give each other the benefit of the doubt when things aren't going well. A woman who genuinely loves you, sees a future with you, and is invested in the long-term success of the relationship. She'll work through the disagreements, with whatever vision you guys have of a shared future. Understanding that overcoming these challenges together strengthens what you have. Keep that in mind. Number two, a lot of women will jump at anything that sounds like a marriage proposal. Most women, when they're truly in love and see a future with you, will be thrilled at the idea of getting married to you. There won't be any hesitation because they're certain about their feelings and their future with you. If she's not jumping at that chance, it's a red flag. When a woman hesitates at a marriage proposal, even says something as simple as, I'll think about it, she's not confident that you're the one. This uncertainty, for me, speaks volumes about her true feelings and commitment level. If she's hesitant, she's likely keeping her options open. She's not fully invested in the relationship and might be waiting for someone better. Okay? True love, remember this, guys, it eliminates doubt. True love eliminates doubt. When a woman genuinely loves you, she won't have second thoughts about spending her life with you. If she's having second thoughts, it means she's enjoying the relationship for now, but will not stick with you when it comes to the long haul. Number three, if she decides or she only decides to come and date you and she sees that life has been kind to you when in the past she wouldn't give you a light of day, don't accept to go into a relationship with her. A woman who will not date you while you're down doesn't deserve you when you're up. If she only decides to date you when she sees that life has been kind to you, look, you don't want to accept that relationship because it's clear that she's only interested now that you're successful. She's more attracted to what you have than who you are. If she didn't want anything to do with you while you were struggling, it means she's not loyal to you as a person. She's loyal to your success, and that's not the kind of partner that you need. Let's call it what it is. If she's only showing up when you're doing well, she's most likely a gold digger. She's in it for the perks, not the person. Her sudden interest now that you're successful says a lot about her character. It's not about love or genuine connection. It's about what she can gain. Listen, you need someone who will value character over cash. Recognize your self-worth. You're not just your success. You're the same person you were when you were down, and you deserve someone who appreciates all of you, not just the shiny exterior. And when suddenly you've struck gold. Number 4, a woman who breaks up with you multiple times for whatever reason during the lifespan of your relationship cannot and should not be taken seriously. Every time she's left you should be an extra reason why she's not the one you should settle for. And it doesn't really matter whose fault it was. You see, love brings a certain level of emotional resilience. A woman who's quick to break up with you at every argument might lack that emotional maturity or commitment that you need to keep her around for the long haul. Bottom line is that she's immature and she's showing clear evidence that she cannot handle future ups and downs. Don't be surprised if this woman leaves you at the first sign of trouble, even if you're married. Number 5, never think that a woman you help owes you a relationship or marriage. Believing that she owes you a relationship or marriage because you helped her is completely defeatist. True kindness and help should come without expecting anything in return. And guys, hear me when I say this. For starters, each person has the right to decide who they want to be within a relationship, independent of whether you've helped them or not. A woman's gratitude for help doesn't obligate her to reciprocate romantic feelings or commitments. And a lot of guys get this wrong. Expecting a relationship in return for help is emotionally manipulative. You will never be able to know for sure if she's truly with you because she loves you or it's because of the help that you offered her in the past. Don't ignore the signs because of love. I would rather you break up the relationship now when it's easier than when you get married and have so many ties with each other. It's going to be more difficult and you will pay through the nose. Okay. All right. So what advice did I end up giving this guy? I'm sure it's pretty evident. I mean, after listening to everything that I've said, it's clear. I let him know that he's been in a relationship by himself all this while. He's been used by the lady, and this is not a relationship for him. If he still has ties to her, he needs to cut her off right away. I told him she doesn't truly love him and probably never will. And unfortunately for him, he's missed all the signs that prove that this girl was never for real. If he made the mistake of letting her join him abroad, it will just be a matter of time before she leaves him for that guy she truly wants once she meets him. He's better off without her. Listen, I'd like you to share your stories in the comments below. Have you ever found yourself in such a situation? And if you have, what happened and how did you deal with it? Thanks for watching the video. My name is Jessica OS. I'll definitely be catching you in the next one.